Okay, so picture this. London at Christmas. You've got the sparkling lights, the bustling markets, all that festive cheer. It's just magical, right? But underneath all that glitter, there's this really strange modern puzzle that affects millions of people every single year. You know the iconic sights, Big Ben, the red buses zipping around, the Thames. It is a city that is built on constant, relentless movement. But on one single day of the year, all of that just stops. So imagine you're there, and you're just trying to get across town. Maybe you need to visit family, or get to a Christmas lunch. Or, hey, maybe you're a doctor and you've got to get to the hospital for your shift. It seems like it should be a simple task, but the reality? Well, it's surprisingly complicated. And yeah, this pretty much says it all. For one day, London's incredibly intricate transport web just grinds to a halt. And we're not talking about a reduced service here. It's a complete and total shutdown, turning one of the world's most connected cities into one of the hardest to navigate. I mean, just look at the scale of this. It isn't just the tube going down for a bit. It's everything. No buses, no trams, no London Underground, no Overground. Even the brand new Elizabeth line goes dark. The city just hits pause. So the big question is, why? Well, the answer isn't some single law or a recent decision that was made. It's actually a fascinating mix of history, culture, and some very modern-day pragmatism that has evolved over more than a century. You know, it wasn't always like this. As you can see from this timeline, back in the early 1900s, you could still catch a train on Christmas. But after World War II, things started to change. By 1961, British Railways made huge cuts to Christmas services. And into the 60s, unions were pushing hard for the day off for their workers. And so slowly but surely, the Christmas train just vanished. And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of the cultural side of things. The shutdown is deeply rooted in this long-standing tradition that Christmas is a day to be at home with family. It's not written into some transport law. It's just a really powerful social convention that has shaped everything for generations. But tradition, that's only part of the story. There's also a very practical, very modern reason for the shutdown. See, for the engineers who have to maintain London's massive network, Christmas Day is like the ultimate gift. 24 hours of totally uninterrupted access. I mean, think about it. Keeping a system that is constantly moving, running safely, is a monumental task. The Christmas shutdown gives them this unique, absolutely priceless window to do really complex engineering and maintenance work that would be impossible or would cause just massive disruption on any other day of the year. And we're not talking about a quick tune-up here. These are huge, meticulously planned operations. The work starts months in advance. Then on Christmas Eve, the whole network carefully winds down. And then on Christmas Day, it is an all-out engineering blitz. Teams work around the clock on major upgrades before bringing the whole system back online for Boxing Day. It's a massive operation, all hidden in plain sight. So we've got tradition on one hand and engineering needs on the other. But what's the real-world impact of all this? For a city that prides itself on being open 24/7, what actually happens when suddenly it isn't? Get this number in your head, 1,700. That is a staggering figure. And it's the number of taxi rides that one company had to book for critical staff at just one hospital over a single holiday period. Doctors, nurses, support staff, the essential workers who have to get to their jobs no matter what. When public transport disappears, that burden falls squarely on their employers, creating a logistical and financial nightmare. And the impact goes way beyond essential workers. For a lot of people, especially older adults or anyone with mobility issues, public transport is a lifeline. When that lifeline gets cut, even for just one day, it can really deepen feelings of social isolation. It might stop them from joining family gatherings or community events, and it just reinforces that sense of being left behind. So all this brings up a pretty big question. Is London just an outlier here? I mean, how does this unique one-day standstill compare to what happens in other major global hubs on Christmas Day? Well, the comparison is pretty stark. Let's just take New York City, for example. While London comes to a complete halt, New York's subways and buses, they keep on running, just on a reduced Sunday schedule. And that really shows that a total shutdown is a choice. It's not some inevitability for a city of this size. So, yeah, London is a bit of an outlier. But to really understand why this choice is made, we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the massive, non-stop operation that is London's transport network for the other 364 days of the year. Just think about the sheer scale of TfL's daily operations. By 2025, the Elizabeth line alone is projected to have carried 570 million passengers. That makes it the busiest railway in the entire UK. That right there is a testament to their ability to move a mind-boggling number of people day in and day out. And Transport for London, or TfL, isn't just standing still. They are constantly innovating. Take the new Superloop service, for example. It's an express bus network designed specifically to better connect outer London boroughs, showing a real commitment to expanding access across the whole city. I mean, if you look at the bigger picture, TfL has been a constant innovator for the last 25 years. We've seen the Oyster card, which was a game changer, then contactless payments, the night tube, a huge push for zero-emission buses, expanding cycleways. It's a story of nonstop progress and adaptation. So where do we land on this? Is the Christmas shutdown just an outdated tradition that's holding back a modern global city? Or is it a totally necessary pause? A chance for crucial maintenance and a well-deserved break for thousands of workers? As London keeps evolving, you can bet this is a question that's going to be debated for years to come.